Yo, 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 I know it's been a while, but welcome back. This time is gonna be for Little Nightmares 3 speedrun guide, playing as alone in 60 FPS so we can support the consoles runs. It's gonna be chapter 1 Necropolis in this part and how to set up your very basic stuff so you can start speedrunning. But before we jump into this, we're gonna see some rules for leaderboards. As you can see now, all runs are timed in RTA, that means real time, so even if you pause the game, restart checkpoint, exit the game and stuff like this using the main menu, it's gonna count in your final time, so you need to be fast with executions. Now you can play in every FPS you want, but the maximum you can go is 144. You can go lower than this, but not more than 144. It's easy to cap in-game settings, and this is pretty much whatever you want. Here you're gonna see in the resources that I have also in the description, so and every link you're gonna need is gonna be down below in the description, so you can install and download very easy and fast. And I recommend you to join the Discord speedrun server for Little Nightmares series. So every question you have, share some strats, things, your run, maybe your PB, and stuff like this. So let's move on. Now you need to download the second link. I think I'm gonna have in the description. It's gonna be the cheat engine. So after download the cheat engine, install and open it. After you open it, you're gonna see exactly what I see. Now go in the next link. It's gonna be Little Nightmares 3 helper and extract it whatever you want. I extract it in my desktop, as you can see. So after you extract it, double click and you are actually ready. Now I'm gonna explain you what is going on. So by clicking this, as you can see, teleport your character in the correct position. So shout out to Nico who created this, and in case you don't want like to practice in the specific spots that Nico have here, you can save current, is the current position like null, rename it whatever you want, and you can find this in the bottom. So for me, I have saved in the umbrella, so I can take umbrella very fast and practice some things. Now, in case you want to practice some skips with the jumps, AI blocks you. So make sure you uncheck this one. If you do this, it's gonna teleport your player alone without the AI. So you can practice the jumps alone. But also you can use F5 or F8 to make more fast without alt tabbing every time, you know. So yeah, now this is pretty much what this is, and let's jump into the game. Let me set up everything. Let me set up this, the full screen. Yes. Okay, so before we start and say everything, here is actually the 60 FPS we're gonna set up, as you can say in the beginning, and I'm gonna show you my settings. I think you need my video, probably advanced, in case you want to copy pasta. Some runners, players doing this. Also the input is very important. I'm using keyboard, by the way. You're gonna see the keyboard mouse overlay. Now I'm gonna enable it. Pretty much everything is the same, but I changed the umbrella and range with my middle mouse buttons, and I'm using also always a crouch in a C, not a control. So yeah, let me show you now. Now you can see also my keybinds, and also what I need to do here is me start the checkpoint. Okay, so I'm gonna explain you some things. Let me try to move this around. Give me a second. Okay, move. Nice, beautiful. Teleport both. Umbrella. Yes. Now we are ready to go. I want to take the umbrella so I can explain you what actually pretty much is going on in the game before we start doing this. Okay, so as you can see, like, running is fast, yes, but if you jump, it's faster. Now, you can jump as many times you want. You can jump 3 times, but in the third one you have the stumble, so this is slower. Now I'm gonna show you the best setup so you can go more optimal and fast. Also, your jumps, make sure you're gonna be like pressed full, not, it's different if you do this like baby jumps, let's call it baby jumps, and if you do this, the high jumps, the maximum jumps. So maximum jumps is better. Now, if you don't want to take the stumble because it's very slow if you take stumble, after you make the second jump, make your character make 2 steps forward and then jump twice again. So this tempo is actually whatever you need so you don't get stumble but also very fast. Now another thing, if you take the umbrella using only in chapter 1 Necropolis, umbrella have the same speed with 2 gems, but as you can see you have infinity jumps, so using umbrella jumps is very nice. Now you can see also my clicks. As you can see, my umbrella is my mouse in the top and my wrench is my mouse in the bottom, sideways. Now, in some things, like let's say for umbrella, you need to change for wrench because in some spots you need to do this. So the fast way is you don't really need to put away the umbrella. So if you check my keybinds, if I press my wrench button, automatically the game put away the umbrella and gives me the wrench. So you don't need to press 2 buttons, only one is the optimal. I think this is pretty much the starting things, so we can start. Now I'm not gonna have a splits, but the splits is gonna be, I'm gonna have it in description also. If you open it, like, you don't need to set up everything because it's not a LRT. You are ready to go. You don't need to set up everything. So single player, new game, yes, override, play as alone, and here we go. We're gonna have a big intro, but it's fine. Let's talk for some things you need to learn also. Like I said before, 60 FPS is best way to go because the AI can stack in high FPS, so 60 is very nice. Now with more FPS you can also play, but higher FPS is gonna help you only in one spot, in the bugs that we're gonna explain in the next video in the factory. This video is gonna be only in Necropolis, so let's focus here. The time is gonna be when you see this scene. Now alone is faster than low because alone also can use objects that low using, but low can't use the objects that alone using. So here, like the speedrun starts and ends in the Elite Nightmares like point A to point B. So now I am, for example, in point A and I want to go to point B. So the point B is gonna be the shoe and throw the shoe in the button so the platform start come to me. Now while the cutscenes play and stuff like this, you're gonna hold D and shift. You're gonna make 2 jumps, 1, 2, walk, 1 jump, grab, and throw the shoe. That's it. Now, here comes the second execution. Point A to point B. So here, I'm standing in this spot, and you're gonna see the platform moving, and you're gonna start running from this spot. When you see the platform touch this line, exactly this line. Now, so that gives you pretty much okay, decent stuff like this. Here, don't make jump, because if you make a jump in the sand, is like big height. So it's gonna stumble your character that you don't want. Of course, the sand, as you can see now, we infinity jumping, but this is because you can't sprint in the sand. You can't take the sprint mode in the sand. That's why we infinity jumping, because we are in the walking state. Now, we're gonna restart checkpoint so we can teleport the AI with us. This is also working very nice with co-op. I'm gonna explain also some tutorial for co-op if this is worth or no. So I believe this part now, if you both of you are good to the movement, or you have the same movement, whatever, you don't need to restart. The checkpoint is gonna be slower. But for solo here, after you walk like this, here is the very important eye. When you see the eye like blinking, that means you trigger the checkpoint. So here, pause, I press, now you can see in my keybinds what I'm pressing, but I'm pressing the arrows in the keyboard, like space down, down, enter, enter. Space down, down, enter, left, enter. It's gonna be very fast in few times you're gonna do it. So after you appear, make the ramps, put the ramps out, and after you break the wall, go in the left, grab the hand from low, and bring him here. It's faster. I test it because I speed running the demo. Here you need to release the box after the line you see in the bottom here. So this is the nice gap you can run past. Here is a little bit tricky, these ones, but when you see your character like is automatically there in the scripted wooden plank here, you are free to go. You are very safe to make jumps. But if you do this before you enter the plank mode, is risky. It's a little bit risky. Jump, 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 jump. You can make also here a third jump. So this is very smart. For example, let me show you. Maybe from here. 1, 2. That was not necessary. You can do this like from far away, but it's pretty much no need to do this, because like after the camera turning away, be comfy to do two jumps, and here make 1 jump after 2 walking. It's gonna be nice. It's not slow. For 2, and here this is very hard setup. Okay, so I'm gonna explain you the setup. Is gonna be tough. Maybe we don't gonna get this first try, but let's see. But after 2 jumps, make sure your starting setup in the trash can or barrel, whatever is this, is gonna be the same. For example, don't make jumps like this, but make jumps always in the pretty much same position, like here. This is how I do it. And then, oh, I did this first time, okay. So then, you need to practice not in the barrel, stay here where I am, or maybe you can go here that you can see your character better, and make sure your execution is not you watching the character, but you actually execute well without watching the character. Like, it's one shot, do this. So the very important you need is the strafe. The strafe is the first angle, the S and A. It's gonna be like this. This is what you want. S, A. S, A, jump, and then D. The very important is S, A, to make the circle. Okay, so I recommend you to stay here and practice this jump. And after you do this, if your jump look like this, you are free to go and do this in the barrel. And I'm gonna tell you, like, the position here is matter, and also is matter how your character looking, what position. Like, my character now is looking forward. I don't want this. I need to, for my setup, and you can see now in the video, you need to be your character like this, watching in the left side, and then execute. Yep, I miss it. I miss it again. Yep. Yeah, this is pretty much hard, but it's very nice to do. Here, as you can see, I jump 2S here, and then I start strafing. You can slide in the last box after the last jump, slide, so that makes you a little bit forward to the crack. And after you see the character in the crack go inside, you can checkpoint very early, because while you restart checkpoint that have a little bit delay, that gives you the checkpoint, so don't worry. Put the wrench out. This is the best position. You start turning this one, because also, as you can see here, have the optimal position. Now pay attention to the low. When you see the low puts out the bow, release the wrench. Okay, like now. Sometimes you're gonna see the platform here start moving, but don't worry. You're gonna be here is very important also the position you push in the small doors. So for this small door you need to be in the left side, is slightly faster to go in the box here. For this box, believe it or not, if you use a controller, is 2 seconds faster, because in like, as you can see the character, if I press S and D, this is the only way my character goes. But in controller, you can go diagonally more to the bottom, or more to the left, more to the whatever you want. But in keyboard you can't do this. So here I take a diagonally and right jump. Here one diagonally to the up. See the line, 1, 2, diagonally down. And then you need to turn the crank the third time that you face you, like here. Stop the crank here, hold low, and stay pretty much somewhere here, or maybe more to the right. When you see your head character touch the line, the very bottom line, can I see you? Can you see it? Not the top, the bottom line. Like now, start running in the diagonally to the right. Now I messed up a little bit because I explain and I want to be good in explaining, but I fucked up the position, sorry. For the next part, there's a chance to grab the key without a delay, so this is very fast. We're gonna try something, but it's not 100% sure. Like make your position here, and when you see the unlucky. Yeah, it's not something to explain and show you because it's not consistent. Here I'm gonna make a save. I'm gonna save like name it jump. Nice. So for this one, if you jump down, like you can see me, diagonally and go to the stairs, it's very fast. Let me go back again. Oh, my character used the key, sorry. But it's fine, it's not something wow. So how to do this? Like you don't need to be here or to be here or to be here or to be here. You can do this in any angle you want. Like you can start jumping only S, and then while you are in the air you can press D or W. So depends. Your way to go down, to jump down, is actually you manually your way to the stairs. So pretty much this is how I do this. Diagonally go down. Oh, yeah, I was going very optimal, that I don't need to do this. Sorry. So let's drop here safely. Use the key. Let's do this again. Like you can be very close here and do only the jump. As you can see, whatever you do, your sprinting jump is enough to make the stairs. You want the position in the right side here. I'm very bad at explain and playing at the same time. I can't focus like 100%, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. If you take the other way, or if anyone of course take that way, make sure you run a little bit more down. Here is very important. You need to be in the right side because the left side is slow. And sometimes if you grab the hands, it's faster, but the most of times low. Get in the state that you can't grab his hand because he needs to do the animation or something. Now here, take the umbrella. And I'm holding W and A diagonal to the left and put out your umbrella. Now the easy way to go after you start flying, make spam like me, like SW, SW, SW. So it's gonna be forward, down, and you always pretty much gonna be in the middle, so you don't have any means. Now here, pay attention in my position. Like you see the crack in this wood? I'm staying in the next one here. And we're gonna hold the hands because it's faster. after remove the plank here. As you can see, I press like after take my my character movement, I don't go in the right side. I don't run in the right side. I run a little bit forward, so I have the time to grab the hand of my AI. Here we're gonna use the first umbrella jumping. And very important, if you don't want to get in after this rule, get flying, press the A, so go in the right side, and put out your R's, that I told you before. So it's gonna be one bind and not two binds. Nothing wow here. In case you are going very fast to push this door with the umbrella, your player is gonna stuck in the previous state. So make sure you are not touching everything for 1 second and touch the door again. For co-op you can finish one circle with laser, but for solo you can't. It's very easy to speedrun, it's very friendly game. You can also speedrun chapter runs. You can see this in the link. You don't need to run the whole game. You can run one chapter and that's it. Now you need to make the AI moves on the right side before you get into the crack. I'm doing this, sometimes work, now it's not working. The AI is gonna be slow now. But like your position, even if you fucked up, it doesn't matter. Because you need the AI to complete the co-op. Here, stay in the left side, sorry. So you can trigger a bit earlier the fight, just go forward, up, make the jumps, trigger faster fight. And the fight is pretty much scripted, so you can mark the positions in the ground. And you want the last scrub or what the fuck is this to die faster. Now after you kill this one, let me explain you. After you kill this one, did you see the floor? Let me remove the keyboard for a while. Did you see the floor? The floor make like a shadows. When the shadow ends, here is exactly the whatever you need to be here. You see? Here is whatever you need to be in the thing. So after you smash the thing, while you put away the range, take the position and climb up. Let me put back the keyboard. Yes. Here make one jump and then 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be faster because I fucked up now and I explain, but yeah. Now, in this one, I found in demo that you can skip the first climb animation wood, so you can go in the second one immediately. Now, you can do this by, while you exiting. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna get this. So while you exiting the tunnel with W and D, or actually D, while you exit your character, make sure you are holding WD. So this is diagonally. But the moment like you exit, like now. This is nice. This is nice. But you can also take this jump. So for example, after you exit the tunnel, now strafe and then jump and A. So character is gonna be like this. Like this. This is what you want. Like press D, and while you don't see the character, press add a W, so it's gonna be W and D. And this is a nice line that you're running for the plank. And after you see the camera actually is moving in your other angle, press jump and A. This is how you're gonna get this. Here we have the umbrella jumping. Now make sure you... Nice. You can remove the umbrella and remove the umbrella again. For some reason my input doesn't work there. And for this jump you need to jump and use the umbrella, a very dangerous spot. Make one jump and slide. Here, after the plank is down, you need to restart the checkpoint after the plank. You can see the checkpoint mark in the plank, but don't restart too early. If you restart too early, the checkpoint is gonna give you... It's gonna give you this, but with a plank, it's still up. So make sure you restart the checkpoint after the plank, not not here, but here, after the plank. Take the right side, and here you can use also the umbrella, but I'm not gonna use it to show you that is also possible. 2 jumps, run, 2 jumps on this side of the plank, and wait. Make sure you are in the middle of the plank, like when the wood ends. This is your good position, because if you are very to the left, close to the wall, or you touch the wall, you're gonna die. Or if you are very to the right, as you can see, you can go because you're gonna die. So this is the middle one in the wood is the best position. And now we can leave a little bit earlier, but because I'm speaking, I explain, I fucked up the timing. But you can memorize the laser eye of the kid, the baby, so you can run optimally. Take this line, and here you're gonna see a checkpoint. Pierce, you need to restart the checkpoint. Of course, in co-op it's gonna be very easy without starting the checkpoint. Probably it's gonna be a mess with body blocks, but yeah. Here I always run in the right side, so the AI is running, because you have big distance AI start running, and if you are close to the AI is not running but is walking slower. So if you stay in the middle position here, after you see the animation of the ball go up, down, you can do... let me show you. You can do jumps and slide, but you can do the jumps wherever you want. But make sure you make the slide and go down. After you drop down, make the umbrella out. It's not important part, because you can mess up your movement. The reason is because the main thing is actually the co-op. Even if you, like, I fucked up the movement because I explained twice the AI was close to me, but as you can see the AI is not even close. And here is the first part for Necropolis. And after this cutscene, like after the dream, I can say, we're gonna exit the game and continue. It's not good for co-op. If you exit the game, it's done, it's over. So you can't actually make the quit outs. I mean, you can probably invite the player again, but it's slower. Let me show you. Here, when you see the eye in the bottom right, now, it's time to exit the main menu. Here, I'm not using the arrows because the arrows can go from the top to the bottom. So here, make sure if you play from PC, you're using your mouse for exit main menu. The timer keeps going for speedruns while you are in the main menu, so make sure you are doing this as fast as you can. Nothing important here. Jump twice, of course. And here, make the umbrella out, very important. And you need to trigger very early. You have also a checkpoint before, but it's not necessary because the AI is gonna be like soon here. But you don't need to do this. You need to do the checkpoint. Here I take also the right position. I'm gonna grab hands. When you see your character take the control, grab hands. And I release the box after I see the, not the shadow, the lighting in the box is the, like you can see, here is the shadow now in the last one. So when you see both of lines of the woods have light, here is where I stop. And after you climb this, you don't need to move your character. Just make insta jump without moving to take the next climb. The next climb. Here, put away the thing, make one jump, and that's it. You can also make jump to reduce the climb animation, but I'm not sure in this game if this is faster, because in this game the specific this is working different. Now I recommend you to restart the checkpoint after you see this eye, boom. So that makes your character and the AI is exactly there. Now I think it's faster, but for very, very little. That even if you forget this checkpoint, it's fine. You don't wanna lose a huge time. Now wait till you see the bell. The baby grab the bell and put away. This is the right moment to go. Let me show you. Boom. The only reason that you can't go earlier is because the bell is gonna kill you. Okay. Also, it's not necessary if you fucked up the movement. Because you need the AI to go up, and AI starts to go up when this. No, actually this matter, yeah, this matter. Because if you fucked up, yeah, this matter. Now something I don't mention is fast climbs and slow climbs. So for what I think, fast climbs comes from the moment you actually interact with the thing. After you see the camera goes up, you are free to go to make the jump. And here, stay in the right side. And then jump down, try to jump in the hole like here. That was very nice. Get your character down and restart the checkpoint also here. That makes your AI closer. So for climbs is I think nothing much to explain, because you can understand with your first playthrough that okay, like I understand how the fast climbs works in general. If you are take the climbs and interact with a very early, this is bad. But if you interact at the very end, like at the very delayed, very late, is better. So after you climb up the stairs here, let me show you again because I explained the climb animation. So after you climb up the stairs, when you see the animation, now press D only, because this is the correct line that gives you a jump. One full turn is perfect. And make sure your character is actually somewhere here, because if you are stay at the very right, the AI doesn't, he can't get it. So make sure you are in the middle when you see me. You need to release it here. Don't restart the checkpoint. I did this in my run, but this is slower. It is my bad, sorry. I fucked up the movement in the previous because the camera is limited. Here, wait. When you see the hand is go away, like now, you can pretty go. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of mistakes because I explain and I'm bad of explaining and doing this. Stay in the left side here, so that gives you a nice line to the next, from point A to point B, like we said before. And of course we're gonna use high jumps. Make sure you are doing the high jumps, the max. And you can stay in the whole fight here. I found this in the first stage, the strat. Make sure you have your umbrella on, of course, because we're gonna use something that give us fast exit. Now I can say this is RNG, I think this is position based, but this is hard to practice because every time you want to practice you need to make all the animations, all the fight, so you need to wait so much time to get one result and fix your position. So after you see the cross, move a bit forward to the right, and as you can see, we take the exit. Make your jumps. Imagine like you have the delay of jumps, like alone, going into the floor and jump again. And even if you can see your character is keep going. So we need to restart the checkpoint here. Oh, my bad. because here is the main thing is low. Low is the guy who triggers the mirror. But again, even with low, you need to restart the checkpoint because also alone is the protagonist of this one. And this is Necropolis Part 1 for speedrun. Now, I don't think I forget something. Forgive me for my mistakes that I explain a little bit weird, but because I was explaining the climb animation and I was doing another skip. So this is why I pause there and I pause in many things. But I think that helps you and I explain everything you need to need. So you can get the skips and the tricks like this. Now the first part, the first rave is very hard, I understand. Make sure for first part in the barrel skip or the window whatever, you executing like you don't see your character. Don't pay attention to your character. It's not like every other skip. This skip is different. This skip is you doing your thing and nothing else. Like one way, bam, you're done. This is the tip I can give. And the strafe is the key. Strafe is the key. This is it. I'm gonna record also the other part. But this is the part 1. Anything, any question you have, you can type it in the below description. Something maybe that confuse you that I explain so I can explain this better. This is gonna help me also, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a good runs and see you in the next.